Okay, 5 biggest misconceptions that I hear as a personal trainer in the fitness industry. Number 1, starvation mode. Now this is something that people think happens once you've been dieting for a while. So if you've been in a calorie deficit for a while, let's say 6 to 8 weeks, that the body suddenly latches on and goes into starvation mode, and it makes your metabolism slow down in order to stop you losing weight. Now this isn't true. If it was true, nobody would be starving to death in the world, would they? And they are. The only reason that your metabolism might slow down during a deficit is because you are slowing down physically. You're not doing the same amount of physical activity as you were at the start. As long as you get the right foods at the right time, you are actually going to feel fine during a deficit. Number 2, fast metabolism, slow metabolism. So some people who are overweight or obese, they think that they've got a slow metabolism. It's something that they were born with. That isn't true. People who've got a fast metabolism have usually got a physically active lifestyle. People who've got slow metabolisms have always got a physically inactive lifestyle. So the more activity that you do, the more calories you're going to burn. It's that simple. It's just maths. Calories in, calories out. For every action that you do, it has a cost in energy. Okay, 3. Now this is a big one, and a lot of people spit the dummies about this. Sleep. You do not need more than 8 hours sleep unless you're ill or injured. Nobody likes that feeling in the morning when you have to get up. Right? Everybody wants to lie in. And what better way to justify lying than pretending that you need more sleep than somebody else? And remember, one day you're going to sleep forever. Okay, number 4, bulking up. Now this is the bodybuilding community in particular, but a lot of young lads fall for this. Now bulking up is actually a thing, but you don't need more than a 10 to 15% calorie surplus per day in order to build muscle. Anything more than that, and you're just going to store more body fat. All that's going to do is make you unhealthy. It's going to make you feel tired, sluggish. It makes you bloated. It gives your metabolic system a shitload to deal with. In the long run, you're just going to have more work to do during your deficit when you're trying to shred. Number 5 is carb loading. Somebody I know was doing a marathon the other week. They started carb loading, and I said, you don't need to do that. And they said, well, I've been reading about it on the internet, which is one of the worst things you can do nowadays, unfortunately, unless it's a respectable website with science behind it. But basically, the idea behind carb loading is, if I eat loads of carbohydrates before the event, so the week leading up to the event, I'm going to have more energy on the day. It's a load of rubbish. Your body can only store between 1,500 and 2,200 calories in glucose, which is the energy you use when you're exercising. So no matter how much food you stuff down your neck before that event, you are still only going to have 2,000 calories of glucose in your system. Now that's about 2 hours of intense exercise. Another thing I want to talk about while we're on the carb loading subject is people who have all these energy bars and energy drinks and things while they're exercising. You don't need that. If you have to have that while you're exercising, then you need to work on your fitness level, really. The only thing you might need is an electrolyte drink, which is the salts and the minerals that you lose during sweating, or a caffeine drink, just to give you that extra boost if you're doing something like ultra endurance, like a marathon or something like that. So just to sum it up, there's no such thing as starvation mode. There's no such thing as a fast or a slow metabolism. You do not need more than 8 hours sleep unless you're ill or injured. You do not need to bulk up more than a 10 to 15% calorie surplus when you're bodybuilding, and you do not need to carb load before any cardio event.